Hey, hello, welcome to the Bible in 5 years. My name is Armando. We are reading the Bible in chronological order. It's going to take us a while to do all this reading. This project podcast is aimed for people who have never read the Bible, they don't know what the Bible says, or they're not familiarized with the Bible, and it's okay. This project podcast is for you. That's right. Let's change the music so we can do a reading of today. And at the end of the reading, I will give my more long explanation about this project podcast. Let's do it. Day 336 already. There is only one God. Deuteronomy chapter 4 from verse 32 on. Search all of history from the time God created people on the earth until now. Then search from one end of heavens to the other. See if anything as great as this has ever happened before. Has any nation ever heard the voice of God speaking from fire as you did and survived? Has any other God taken one nation for himself by rescuing it from another by means of trials, miraculous signs, wonders, war, awesome power, and terrifying acts? Yet that is what the Lord your God did for you in Egypt, right before your very eyes. He showed you these things so you would realize that the Lord is God and that there is no other God. He let you hear his voice from heaven so he could instruct you. He let you see his great fire here on earth so he could speak to you from it. Because he loved your ancestors, he chose to bless their descendants and personally brought you out of Egypt with a great display of power. He drove out nations far greater than you so he could bring you in and give you their land as a special possession as it is today. So remember this and keep it firmly in mind. The Lord is God both in heaven and on earth, and there is no other God. If you obey all the laws and commandments and commands that I will give you today, all will be well with you and your children. Then you will enjoy a long life in the land the Lord your God is giving you for all time. Woo! We have come to the end of our reading. If I could read better, I probably wouldn't be doing this. I probably will be doing children's stories or work for a great company as a secretary or something crazy like that. I have no idea. I'm just saying that. I don't know. This is the Bible in 5 years. My name is Armando. But nobody else is doing it. Nobody else. People who read better and they've been reading the Bible probably longer than me, and in their native language. And they're not doing it, but I'm doing it. That's right. We have videos in Spanish too, of the Bible in 5 years. Of course, it's called different in Spanish. It's called La Biblia en 5 años. But I make mistakes too in Spanish. Because I don't know how to read well. No, I make mistakes. I'm human. I am no AI. No. Or as they say in Spanish, EA. So what's it? Whatever. The opposite. Reverse that instead of AI, but in Spanish. So this is the Bible in 5 years. We are reading the Bible in chronological order. More than 3,000 stories, probably 5 or 10,000 stories. I don't know, but there's a lot of stories. And we are reading them as fast and as quick as we can. But we're trying to keep them short. Yes, these stories, they're 10 minutes or less. We're not trying to keep you here long, not at all. We're trying to do this quick because we only read verses here from 3 verses up to 30. And we don't read 2 or 3 chapters of different books of the Bible because that will be too much. No, the idea is to remember what we read. That's why we're trying to keep our stories short. And also, this project podcast is for people who have never read the Bible. They don't know what the Bible says, or they are not familiarized with the Bible. Yes, this project podcast is for people who have never read the Bible and they don't know what the Bible says. This project podcast is not for Christians. This project podcast is not for trying to lure people into church or any of that. No, not at all. Not at all. Because I have people tell me stuff, and it's like, didn't you hear the explanation? I explained this thing long and boring, so you should just listen instead of typing. They're like, come on, where were you? No, they don't bother to listen to the explanation, so it's not on me. It's not for Christians. But yes, I need the help of Christians. How? With the algorithm. Maybe you go to church and maybe you read the Bible, but you don't talk to anybody about God or the Bible or Christ or anything. Help me then. If you don't want to do the work yourself, help me. If you're in social media 8 hours a day or 10 or longer. I'm not nagging on you, okay? I'm not just asking for help. Check the description below, Christians, or above, and go to Spotify, which I'm sure you go all the time. Go to Facebook, which I'm sure you go all the time, and go to YouTube, because I'm sure you go all there all the time. Why am I saying this? Because I do the same thing. And like and subscribe. And then click on the reminder and leave me a short comment, even if you're going to criticize me. Why do I want this? Why do I need this? So the algorithm sees that there is movement, there is activity, because the algorithm, the more activity he sees, or she, I don't know what it is, it sees, it will be like, oh, this thing is alive. Oh, let's promote this thing. And then they will bring this type of material before the eyes, in their feed of the people, before their eyes. People who are not even looking for this type of content. That's right. And I'm not mad. I'm not upset. That's just the way I talk. My wife says, but you're not upset, right? No, that's the way I talk. I'm very passionate. I even talk that way when I'm happy. What do you do when you're mad? Same way. I only have one way. Sorry, just having fun today. So, let us know where you're watching from or where you're listening from if you want to. If you want us to send us a greeting, let us know. We will send you a greeting. And for the people who have never read the Bible, there's no compromise. You don't have to like or subscribe or anything. No obligation here of any sort of that for you. No, you're free to do whatever you want. That is right. Bye. Adios.